Most people would have sold it by now. It's not in the perfect shape and I barely drive it.
But here's the thing, this just isn't a car. It's a car that started it all. And people keep asking me if I'm going to sell it. Well, I can tell you right away, the answer is no. But here are the reasons, exactly. And well, the first reason is this was my first car I ever purchased. Back in late 2015, after working for almost 4 years as a grocery store supervisor with every hour and dollar in mind, I was finally able to purchase this car after quite the hunt. If I remember correctly, it took me almost 6 months to find this exact car, and throughout the search, and long before then, the whole goal was to own a Subaru STI. That meant countless hours working at the local grocery store and saving up enough money not only to purchase the car, but to be able to drive it and enjoy it. And as mentioned, back in late November of 2015, I was finally able to drive up to Edmonton and purchase this car. And well, it was actually my first time driving stick as well. And while I had countless hours in the racing sim, driving the car was an unreal experience and one I will never forget, as I learned how to drive manual in my brand new 2004 Subaru STI as I drove from Edmonton to Calgary. And of course, that night I took it to the car wash, and then surprised some of my friends with it. And well, after that point, I think the story somewhat writes itself. I went from a kid that grew up inspired by Japanese car culture and dreaming of owning one of those iconic cars myself to someone that was actually able to turn that dream into, well, a reality. The second reason is it's the car that, well, started this. If you scroll way back into my really early videos, you can see that this car was the first car I ever worked on. And as I've alluded to in some of my live streams, maybe it wasn't the smartest choice to start working on. I think it helped me grow not only the channel, but me as a person. Not only did we do our first videos on this car, but we did our first ever modifications on a car. As I said, inspired by the Japanese car culture, modifying this car was something that had to be done. Besides some basic modifications like the evap system, the strut bar mounts, cleaning up some rust, as well as your typical maintenance items like oil changes and cleaning the car, we had a big list of mods coming. And that's where we actually seen this car change to what it is today. From the BC Racing coilovers, Toyo tires, the rotogrids, that all happened in summer of 16 and were some of the videos that kickstart this channel. And while kickstarting this channel, this car was the reason this channel grew in the first place. From some of my first modifications like the roof rack on there that is now folding the rooftop tent from my Subaru Forester, to the Galaxy headliner and black interior plastic, those were the videos that kickstart this channel and honestly got me my first 100 subscribers in the first couple months. It taught me what I know today, not only about Subarus, modifying them, and the car culture here in Alberta, but also how to run a successful YouTube channel and build other project cars. So if you've ever watched one of my videos or maybe learned something from one of them, you have this car to thank. And well, the third reason is just as important as the other ones, and it's about preserving Subaru history here in North America. This is a 2004 Subaru STI, and well, that matters. It turns out that during researching this car, I found out that the 2004 Subaru STI was the first year that the North American market ever seen a STI. That means that this car played a pivotal role in bringing Japanese car culture here into North America. And I think for a lot of us on this channel, it played an important role in shaping us as who we are today. And that's why, well, it's sitting in my garage right now because it doesn't get winter driven. Unfortunately, there's less and less of these 04 STIs that played a pivotal role in the history of car culture here in North America. And I don't want to be one that takes another one off the road permanently. So that's why it might not be in perfect condition or be a perfect show car, but it can still be put to what it was built for. And that's why we have some huge goals for it, turning it not only into a perfect autocross car, but eventually a full-on track car. And yeah, as I said, it's definitely not perfect. It's very dusty right now. It doesn't get driven a lot, and there's a lot of rust for me. But it still played a pivotal role in not only my personal development, but I think car culture as a whole in North America. So yeah, the STI isn't in a lot of videos, but hopefully that should change soon. And I could sell it, free up some space, and free up some cash for some new projects, like many of the YouTubers do. But that isn't going to be the plan. As I said, this just isn't a car. It's a part of my history, and well, the channel's. So no, I won't be selling it, and I never will. With that being said, let me know down below what you think of my STI and if I should really be selling it. And while you're down there, don't forget to go ahead and check out Flat 4 Off-Road for all your adventure Subaru needs, as well as the channel perks for some more behind the scenes content while we work on the STI. And I'll be seeing you in our next adventure.